but now she knows what's going on. She calls Christmas and Santa and all that. That's all ho ho ho. So
That's
she
funny.
say it. She goes ho ho ho, and she'll be like, "I want to see ho ho ho," or I want to go to ho ho ho,
To see Santa.
and we can even go in the store and we see like, there might be like a Christmas, like Scott and Lisa, for instance. Yeah, look at the terrific shirts you have on. Those are so cool. Oh my gosh, I love Snoopy. How did you know? I love Snoopy. I used to draw little Snoopies all the time when I was a kid. But
Oh,
when we see
you know
stuff
where you
like
can see
that on social
Snoopy?
media, we just
Is
call that a ho ho ho.
You know where you can see Snoopy? I went last time. Went to a wedding. Went to a gay wedding. It was my cousin's wedding. It was with the had the wine area. I forgot what the
Uh-huh.
area is. Santa Rosa. It was on Santa
Yeah.
Rosa. Santa Rosa. And it
Yeah.
had a Snoopy there. We went to the
Snoopy.
museum. Mhm.
I love Snoopy.
Yeah.
Snoopy, he really gets back into things around the holidays, and that's good. And they have that Charlie Brown Christmas. I got water on my shirt. Charlie Brown Christmas. Everybody, oh my gosh, what a day I've been having today. It's a Wednesday. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this on like a Sunday, for us it's Wednesday. And we're here. We're ready to work out. Everybody, I hope, has some water. I got some water on my shirt, I guess, but that's okay. Let's drink some water. I also have water in my cup. All right, that's good. This morning, when I went to go work out with my buddy Cole early in the morning, I'm driving down the highway, and all of a sudden I start smelling smoke like something's on fire. And guess what, everybody? The carpet in my Jeep was on fire. And so I had to stop and I had to put it out. And then I still had to get over to Cole's house, and we all worked out and everything was okay. But I had that going on, and then I had to take my Jeep to the shop and say, "Hey, everybody, there's a little fire in my Jeep. Maybe we can do something about that." And I just got on here. That's why, again, we just got on just a few minutes ago. Nick, you want to do breathing motto? Is that what your hands up about? Boom, you got it, man. Here we go, everybody. Nick's coming up. Breathing motto. Get ready. Let's kick this off and let's stay hydrated, everybody. Happy holidays. Oh, you're still muting. Gonna do all right. Here we go. Everybody saying hi to Nick. Nick is in the house. Nick, you're doing great. I've been telling everybody the story about you jumping, man.
Yeah,
Oh my
man.
gosh, it's an incredible story. If you all don't know, Nick has begun jumping. Jumping's a big deal, everybody. It's literally propulsion, getting your body to go up into the air, and all of that body weight. You have to accelerate it to get up into the air. And then, Nick, what happened on Monday when you didn't concentrate about it? What happened?
I fell.
There you go. And that happened too. That was awesome, though. Actually, I'm really glad
Yeah.
you took one for the team that way. We all got to see that and we could feel your pain, even though it didn't look like it hurt. Um, I'd say that if you concentrate on your jumps, you will land them every time. Everybody, look at that. Carla's putting in hula hoop. So she's team leading on some hula hoop in a bit. And Nick, go ahead, man. Count it down and take it away. Let's start it
And
off.
and done. Are we there done for Friday? Strength tips?
You know what? If I got to know if my Jeep's going to be back. I'll I I'll know today, I think. But let's talk with your aunt. We might have to push it back to the next week because I might not have a car on Friday.
Or maybe I did them out with you.
But you could do that for sure.
And
Yeah, but I might not have a car. So if you want to do it Friday, if you wanted to come here, we could do that for sure. And then if you wanted to do it at the lake by your house, we could do that next week.
and out with you.
Okay.
Then play about you.
I
Then you
like that.
have the later. If it don't, it don't. If not, anyway.
Okay, and we'll check the weather too. We'll see what the weather's going to be
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, everybody. This is kind of like Friday Night Fitness Social. If you've never been on Fitness Social, we're hanging out, talking, shooting the breeze, and talking about accomplishments. This is kind of like what Fitness Social is like if you've never been there. All right, here we go. Now we're going to work out.
Bye, body to and breathe in the dirt. Breathe out dead. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the bad. Breathe in your big. And breathe out the hood. And breathe in your power. Do I do we want don't do it, but
Jumping goals first. There you go, Nick. I love it, everybody. This is showing you. There you go. All right, we're gonna keep this party going. Oh, hold on, Nick. Go back up.
Oh,
Hold on. We're gonna get it. Everybody, this is a great example. I know Nick loves being able to be a team leader and to kind of share his examples of progress with you. But we talked about how with this jump, this is brand new to Nick. Nick, how old are you now?
22. 22 is next month.
Nick's going to be 22 next month. He just started jumping. So the body and the mind, when it comes to jumping, they have the excitement of a 22-year-old guy who wants to just jump. But the wiring hasn't been there for long enough to make it to where it's going to happen every time unless we really concentrate. So, Nick, what I want to do right now is just for one. Let's go for one, and then we'll get into our head and neck. We got some more folks coming in to see this, but take a deep breath. Because you were concentrating on the breathing motto, you were concentrating on the poem and the breathing. You were thinking about a lot, but now I want you to only start thinking about the jump. Don't do it yet, but I want you to picture. Can you picture Michael Jordan slam dunking the basketball, or maybe LeBron James? Can you picture that guy like flying in the air? Now, before you do it, I want you to do 3 squats. Just 3 squats, just going down, down and up. So just get your legs going down and up.
1, 2, and 3.
All right, now take another deep breath. And then now I want you to squat down, hold it for about a half a second, and then I want you to jump up in the air like you're going to go for a slam dunk. Yeah, there you go, man. You got in the air. And that's what we want to get is you're going to go like we talked about from that jumping, you're getting about 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Our goal is going to be a 6-inch jump. That's about the height of your highest step or curb. And that's going to give Nick the ability in the future to see something like a step or a curb and to be like, you know what? I got some options here. Maybe I'm going to step over it. Maybe I'm going to jump up over it. And that jumping ability, everybody, it is huge. Not everybody can jump, and that's okay. If you can't jump, that's okay. There's a lot of other ways that you can generate power. But what Nick just did, and he did it on the last one, you saw both his feet came off the ground. He propelled himself up in the air. But there's one other thing that Nick did on the last one, and I don't think it was there for the first ones. And Nick, on the last one, you weren't afraid. But on the first ones, and I know you might say I wasn't too, but there was something in your mind that didn't want to let your feet leave the ground. So even though you were trying to jump, your feet were going up on the tippy toes, but they didn't want to let you go. And there's a little bit of something in our mind, everybody, that can keep our bodies from doing things that we want to do. And Nick is having a breakthrough moment in convincing his mind, it's okay. We can jump. We can fly up in the air. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. Nick, that's a priceless moment right there. The whole world should know about what you have going on, man. You're doing a great job. All right, let's get our head and neck moving around. And I love this Navy shirt. Let's go ahead and we did shapes already. Let's get our numbers down. Let's go 0 through 9. We're working on numbers with Sophia. That's also going to be, is it Cero? Is it Cero, Carla? Cero? Am I right? Nice. So Cero, uno. So we'll also say, we'll do it. We're going to go one way with the letter, the number. We're going to go one way with the number, and then we're going to go the opposite direction. So that'll be Spanish. We'll go Spanish and English. Here we go. Let's start off with 0 or cero. So I'm going to bring my eyes up this way. I'm bringing my nose up, and then just start bringing it all the way around. It's pretty slow. It's not fast. Look at my head. I'm not moving fast. Now don't look at my head and do it. Here you go. Now we're going to go again. We're doing the cero or 0. They kind of sound the same. Cero, 0, all the way around. Nice job, everybody. All right, the number 1 or uno. So we can do it. Let's do a fancy one. Yeah, who knows about the fancy one with the little hat on it and the little legs on it? Let's go ahead and do that fancy one. So we're going to go up here, start at the top, and go ahead and add your little fancy hat. Just that little move at the top. Now we're going to go down, and then let's put our legs across the bottom. So we got legs across the bottom. We're going up for uno, going up, and then we'll put that little tiny little hat. It's like a little shade right there. Oh, that's fun. All right, let's go. Number 2 is going to be dos. 2, dos. And with dos, you think I'm going to start up top, but actually let's start down low. So I'm going to come all the way down here. I'm going to start at the bottom, go across the bottom of the number 2 to the other shoulder. Now we're going diagonally up this way, and then we're circling around like a question mark. All right, let's bring it on back. Circle around the top, bring it on over, and then shoot down to the shoulder and across for dos. All right, next up, we're going for 3 or tres. Is it tres? Am I getting the R right? When I was taking Spanish class, it was always very important that we did the roll on the R. And so I'm going to try to do that. I think sometimes you don't roll it. And so I want to make sure that I'm getting it right. Everybody, I'm on a mission. I have to learn Spanish before my daughter, or else I'm in big trouble. And so if you know Spanish, you can help me by even messaging in the chat room, and like on here, if you wanted to write me a message in Spanish, I want to try to figure that out because I need to know Spanish before Sophia knows Spanish. All right, here we go. 3, tres. I'm going to start at the bottom again. So I'm bringing my head down. I'm tucking my chin to shoulder, bringing it across the bottom, going across the navy, bringing it right across the middle, going across the middle again, bringing it all the way up to the top, number 3. Going back for trace right here. Trace. See, trace? That's not right. Trace. I feel like that's right. Trace. Trace. Not trace. And that's what I got to work on, is that pronunciation. All right. This is another one I got to work on. The pronunciation is 4, which is cuatro. Cuatro. And again, I'm getting that ro. Cuatro instead of quattro. It's not quattro, right? It's quattro. See, I think Carla's giving me the thumbs up, so I'm pumped. Carla's helping me. And on Friday Night Fitness Social, everybody, not only does she can help with Spanish, but she also teaching us sign language. We did fruits and vegetables on the last one right there. I liked what was the corn? That, of course, that's awesome. That's like corn. All right, here we go. The number 4. Let's do the diagonally slanted 4, cuatro. All right, starting down low, going all the way up, We're going to do this slant across, and then we're going to bring it across. Cuatro. Bringing it across, bringing the diagonal, and then dropping it down. All right, number 5 for cinco. So with number 5, we're going to start. This one's going to be up at the top. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to go across, and then it's like that upside down question mark. Bringing it all the way down, bringing it around, bringing it back around again, bringing it up, bringing it around, bringing it over. Now we go up again, cinco across the top. All right, number 6 is sies. This one's tough for me. Seis. My wife is saying seis, not CS. Seis. I got to work on that one. So cinco, seis. We're going to work on the number 6. Start up top with that number 6 and bringing it down. Numero 6. Bringing it around, bringing it all the way up through here. Boom, right back in this spot. And then again, doing the circle, bringing it around, all the way down, going up. Numero 6. All right. Numero 7 or number 7. So number 7, I'm going to start down low over here. Let's go diagonal up and then across. So we're going to go up, going up this way, bringing it across, put a little hat on it, bring it back down, and then bringing it back down to the shoulder. Piece of cake. Numero 7. There's 6 right there. She's got it for me. All right, numero 8. So we're going to go into 2 circles. Some people call this the snowman for number 8. So let's go ahead and or an infinity sign. Let's do it like an infinity sign. So we'll start right in the middle. That would be the middle of the numero 8, and we're going to go up. We're going to come this way across. Now we're going to go here. Now we're going to go diagonally down. And then we're going to go down this way. And then we're going to go back across through the middle. So we're going up and then down, across the bottom, across the middle, across the top. Numero 8, number 8. All right, we have our last one. It's going to be numero 9. Is it 9? 8, 9. I think I'm right. I'm getting it from that one. So 9. And seis, I got to remember seis. Nueve, I got that one. All right. Nueve, numero nueve, number 9. I'm going to start this one in the middle of the 9. So right about here, moving my head just over. And then I'm going to circle it around all the way around, circle it down, and then drop it down. Then I'm going to bring it up, going around the top right here, bringing it back over this way, and bam, right there in the middle. Nice job, everybody. Let's drink some water. Again, we spend a lot of time on our neck because the technology requires it. If we were all out every day looking up at the sky, looking at the clouds, like what's behind me, looking up at the stars, if we were doing that more than we were looking at our screens, we wouldn't have the problems with our necks that we're having, all of us. I'm having them, everybody's having them, because of the technology. It sucks us in, it pulls us over, it hunches over our body, and it kind of rolls our shoulders. It gets our neck to kind of get down close to that screen. And so again, that's something that we want to balance out, and we can balance that out by doing movements that support our head and neck. Of course, normally we do our 5 classic moves, but I'm going to let you do that on your own today. Maybe sometime throughout the day later on, go through the classic 5, side to side, up and down, giraffe neck, turtleneck, ear lift, and then we're going to do the double head tilt. All right. Look at that. Look at that name. What an incredible name. I wonder if in that numerology, if that means something like Sam. Maybe watch that Sam. She's like, this is what I'm going by. I'm going by 0202099. Cool. All right, but I don't know. That gets me into my next exercise. If you don't know something, what do? Sometimes you bring the shoulders up. That's your trapezius lift. It looks like I'm sideways. That must be the camera. It's kind of funky, right? There we go. I want to have a pretty even lift. If I notice that I'm doing something like this, imagine this is what I have going on. What I want to start to do is, again, think about not just getting them up in the air like that. Scott's got it. Nice job, Scott. Nick, but also bring them down, because when you activate them in that downward motion, you're really going to kind of wake those muscles up. You're going to fire them up, and you're going to get a nice little treat when those muscles go back from right now stretching. They're going to shorten up. They're going to want to lift up. So if you want to get those shoulders to go up, the first thing you can do is bring them down. And that's kind of similar to like what Nick had going on with the squat. He's like, hey, you know what? I want to get up in the air. Well, how do I get up in the air? I got to go down to get up. Because Nick, what's happening is when you go down, you're stretching muscles in your posterior chain, like your hamstrings and your glutes. Well, do you know? Keep them up, everybody. Let's hold them up. Did you know that your hamstrings and your glutes together, that's some of the biggest amount of muscle in your body. It's a big amount of muscle compared to like your bicep. Man, glutes, there's a lot of muscle there. And so, Nick, what you're doing is you're stretching. All right, bring them down. Relax for a second. You're stretching those muscles. And when a muscle stretches, it wants to shorten. And so, Nick, you're taking those big muscles. You're saying, hey, let's see what you can do. And you stretch them. And then when they shorten, combined with your thoughts of flying in the air, when that combines, the action creates that power. And that's why you're able to launch your body into the air without holding on to anything. Some folks that wouldn't be possible. Nick, I'm super proud of you. Let's go ahead and I want to do something. This is going to be kind of fun. This is my mom's inspired this. Let's have a sip of water. Get ready for that. Get ready, everybody. This is going to be Nick and my mom have inspired our next exercise. Who's calling me? My brother. Hold on a second. Let's see. What do y'all think he wants to do the breathing motto with us? Oh, he just realized he called right in the middle. So now, everybody, let's have my brother. He doesn't know it, but he's going to do the breathing motto for us with me. We're going to do a duet. Everybody, let's get ready. This will be our second breathing motto. We'll get a third in. Are you ready? Got you on speakerphone. Imagine. Okay. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear my brother? Yep, I'm getting the thumbs up from Nick. All right. I'll take the first line, you take the second line, but I'll take the full line and you'll get the full second line. All right, everybody, here we go. Breathing motto with my brother, who I don't think he's ever called in on the show. Well, maybe once, but here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good.
Breathe out the bad.
Breathe in the happy.
And breathe out the sad.
Breathe in your best.
And breathe out your worst.
Breathe in your power.
So you reach your goals first.
Yeah, with your brother, everybody, with your family. All right, I'll call you back in a little bit.
Sounds good.
Yep, bye. All right, everybody, that was fun. We had to put him on the spot there with the breathing motto because you know what? That's just what you do. I'll tell you what, everybody, if a spammer calls in, we can pick up the spam call, say, hey, spammer, if you know the breathing motto, then I'll give you my credit card number. If you don't know the breathing motto, then we're not having this conversation. That could be kind of fun, everybody. So, all right, everybody, that was my brother. And again, I don't know what he wanted, but I know my trapeziuses are doing good. Again, great job, Nick. Are y'all ready for this inspired exercise with Nick and my mom? This is the round of applause exercise. And so what we're going to do, everybody, is you don't have to clap loud. If you want, we're just going to be bringing our hands together, but we're going to start a slow clap just kind of in front of our body. So right now we're just going and we're going to try to get a rhythm. So you can see I have a rhythm kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to try to keep this rhythm. 3, 4. I kind of have it locked in. If anybody's ever been in like music class, they're going to understand what I'm talking about. Now, a minute ago, I had to think about the rhythm, but now my body is in rhythm and it just kind of keeps going in rhythm every time. And so now what I want us to do is try to clap around in a circle in the rhythm. All right. It's tricky. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the rhythm. It's going to be your own rhythm. You don't have to be on my rhythm. We're just trying to clap in the rhythm while we're moving around in a circle. 4. Keep going. 1. And then we're going to reverse it. And we're going to see if we mess up the rhythm. I'm still in rhythm. I see a lot of you are still in rhythm. Your body is anticipating the move. And even if you move a little slow or a little fast, your body starts to slow you down or speed you up so that you can keep the rhythm. Let's try a different direction. Oh, I still got it. Still got the rhythm. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try to speed it up. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Did anybody else feel how they were able to maintain that really, perfect rhythm? That's so cool, everybody. Again, that's one of those ways. Let's water break it. Good call, Carla. That's one of the ways our body is designed to operate. We operate on rhythm. It's why we probably like music as much as we do, is because we're wired for rhythm. We're wired for patterns. And so if we start throwing some patterns at you, next thing you know, your body's like, I love this. I love these patterns. I love this rhythm. I want to keep it going. And what was neat about that exercise, and I saw a lot of you doing this, is you were not only doing the rhythmic clapping circle, but you were also reaching. You were moving your arms around. You were actually kind of in some ways forgetting about where my arms are going and more just focusing on keep that rhythm, keep that clap going. And so again, it's a really neat way that you can get your body to get some mobility while we're developing that tempo and we're getting our mind set up with rhythm. What'd you think about that, Mom? I got the thumbs up. My mom inspires that because every time we talk about doing a round of applause, she does this. Some of y'all might not be able to see her if you don't see her on your top row, but she actually does a round of applause. Even if everybody else is just clapping, she likes that. And I do too. And then I'm just excited about Nick and his progress. And I love my mom. And so I was like, we're going to put it all together. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get into our arms a little bit. I like what we did the other day. Let's go ahead and do something similar. Let's start with our hands, and let's just work on curling in and extending out our fingers. So you can already tell where this is going. We're going to work on curl and extension. We'll get all the way up to the bicep. We'll get into that area with the tricep. And so right now, you can see I'm trying to keep my hands out, and I'm not curling them in so far this way. I'm just curling in kind of the hands, just at the kind of fingertips. So I'm actually trying to get each part of the finger to kind of bend at that joint, and then I'm going to open them up, curl them in. This would be like I remember Clinton does the tiger claw exercise for martial arts. And so again, you could kind of think about that tiger claw, having a strong claw. And then let's go into that fist. So now let's go ahead and we'll go one more. And you can see I wasn't really getting my thumbs going. I do want to get my thumbs going. Let's go ahead and bring it into a fist. Now, does anybody already feel that here? Right? I mean, wow, so simple. Like we're just, making tiger claws here, but you're activating muscles in your lower arm, and you're kind of getting them in their communication with your fingers. You're getting that to fire up, and that's important, everybody. We use our hands for almost everything. Almost. Some people even walk on their hands. I've seen a few folks who do that. Let's go ahead now at the wrist, and let's curl in the wrist. And you can have your hand do whatever you want to do. Your hand can be relaxed, or you could have it in the fist. You could also do the shakas, because shakas are appropriate. Shakas are good. Also the letter Y, right? And it also means yellow in a way, right? Is that something like that? I feel like I'm right. I don't know. I've been learning sign language with Carla, everybody. Let's go a couple more of these. All right. Now let's go ahead and go into our biceps. So now we're going to lengthen out our arm and then just bring it back in. Nice. And you could do this going straight down and up. I have a table here, so I'm kind of being a little careful about that, but I got it. So down and up here, or I could extend out and in here. And so in both cases, I'm going to be working my bicep muscle. Let's go for about 10 of these. And remember, if you're thinking like, but I don't have any weights, well, that's okay, because guess what? This part of your arm, it weighs something. And so you do have weights. You have body weights. And so you can use that. You can use that to your advantage. You can use the weight of your arms to be that resistance to kind of work those muscles. And when you're ready, you can start to add weights, and the muscles are going to be ready for that. So let's go 5 more. Scott's got the muscles. He knows what's up. He's got the weights. Good job, Scott. There you go. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now, what I want us to look at doing is we're going to do an overhead reach, but we're going to go with one arm, and we're going to go armpit squeeze to like an overhead reach. And then we're going to go to the other side, armpit squeeze, overhead reach. And so the shoulders, they don't curl in. So, we were curling in our fingers. We were curling our wrist, flexing our wrist. We were flexing at the elbow. But flexion at the shoulder is different. There's different types of joints in the body. A joint is where two parts come together. So if you had like this little pin and this big pin, and we need to hold them together, we could do that with some rubber bands and stuff. But regardless, there's always going to be a place where there's the one pin and then there's the one pin. Look at that, everybody. 2 different pins in the same picture. That's kind of neat. So that's your joint. And so everywhere in the body, you're going to have bone and another bone, and they want to be best friends. And some bones are longer than others. Some bones are small and tiny, but they're all still friends. And all of those bones, whether they're tiny bones or small bones or even great big bones like our leg or our arm here, they all are going to work together with each other. And those are the joints. And so in the case of like our elbow here, we have like a, what would be called, I'm pretty sure I'm right, a hinge joint. But it also has a little bit of course, there's some rotation in there as well. You have two bones here and only one bone here. Two bones here, one bone here. They got to work together and they do a lot, everybody. But the way the bone goes into your shoulder here, it's a little bit different in a sense of this shoulder is going to have kind of like a socket. And then your arm's going to have kind of like a ball that fits in there, and ball and socket. And so it fits in there and it flexes different and it moves differently. And if you think about even like the connection here with your collarbone, that's a lot different than how our long bones are in our arm. These are considered our long bones, our legs and our arms. So let's get our shoulder going. Let's fire up the armpits. Let's go squeeze and then just an overhead reach. And then squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach, and try to get a rhythm. Squeeze. You can almost start to squeeze the other side. Squeeze, reach, like right as that one's coming down, you squeeze that side, and it's kind of neat. You have like a little alternating and reach. Oh, now I messed up. Oh, I messed up my order because I'm overthinking it. So back to the beginning. Squeeze and reach, squeeze, reach. There we go. Squeeze. Let's go for 23. Squeeze, reach, 4, squeeze. Now you can reach with your hand facing out. You can reach with your hand facing in, or you can even have reaching with your hand is like facing behind you. Okay. They're all going to be different on your shoulder. Squeeze and reach. There we go. Squeeze and reach, squeeze. That's my backwards hand. Squeeze. There's the backward. And you can tell it's the backwards one. Watch, the elbow is going to be a little more pointed at you. Squeeze and reach. There's mosquitoes got to my elbow. Wow, I haven't seen that yet. Squeeze and reach. I got like 3 mosquito bites on my elbow. Not fun. We got 4 more. Here we go. Squeeze and reach, 4. Nice. Squeeze and reach, 3. Nice. Squeeze and reach, 2. Nice. Squeeze and reach, 1 more. Here we go. Squeeze and reach. Oh my gosh. Everybody, this whole group probably has some of the strongest armpits in the world. And that's a wonderful thing to say. Everybody, armpits are so underappreciated. Remember, it's an arch that connects a long bone to this core, to the rib cage, and to our upper shoulder structure. If that armpit is not strong and he's not happy, it's like you have a bridge with no support. And up top, it happened to me when I was in the Navy, and it can happen to anybody. But the top part of your shoulder, that upper bridge, will try to work so hard that it can get hurt. And so remember, everybody, the underarm, the squeeze, the ability to stabilize and hold things, it's going to really help to fire this up. Let's do something that we haven't done in a minute. Let's have a sip of water. We haven't done that in a minute. And then the next one I'm thinking is, let's do a ball of energy with the flip, and then let's do a couple ball of energy moves. But what I want to do while we're doing this ball of energy is I want you to think about the armpit again. I don't know if we've talked about that with ball of energy, but when you're moving around and there's 2 things. I'm going to show you the one that we're not going to do. This is what I'm not going to be doing. And so if you want to do the same, again, this right here is me just moving my arms around in the air. I'm just moving them around. I don't have any tension. It doesn't feel like I'm holding a ball. Definitely not a heavy ball. Definitely not a magical ball. This is just moving arms around. So that's not what we want to do. What I want you to do, and you have to use your imagination. If you don't think about it, it's not going to happen. Just like when Nick was working on the jump, you have to get your mind kind of focused on this imagination of you have a ball and you can squeeze it, and you can actually fire up muscle because you're applying pressure, even though there is no ball there. This is a magical ball. It can be however big you want it to be, however small. It can be whatever color you want it to be. It can be like a big marshmallow if that's what you want. It can be whatever you want, but you have to believe it, and that's going to fire up the muscles. So try that if you can. Let's start off with a really small ball and pretend you're trying to smash it, but you can't. You can't make it any smaller. And right away, you should start to feel muscles firing up down your arm, in your shoulder. All we're just trying to smash an imaginary ball. Isn't that incredible? We're getting muscles to fire up with our imagination. Nice job. Now let's bring it a little bit bigger and let's try to smash it here. Oh, we can't. This is as small as we can get it. And I'm squeezing. I am trying to push this ball smaller. And I'm not getting it. Keep holding it. 3, 2, 1. All right, relax. Here we go. Let's go for like a great big ball. We're going to try to smash that thing. We're not going to get too far there. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, squeeze it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. You got to remember to breathe. I was forgetting to breathe. Who else? Raise your hand. Who else felt all those muscles firing up? Even though it's, yes, Scott. Nice. Nick, Carla, you got it. Remember, when you use your imagination, you squeeze, you're going to fire up all of these muscles in here. The muscles don't know you don't have a ball. They don't know. You know you don't have a ball, but your muscles don't know you don't have a ball. Your muscles can't think. And so they're going to do what your mind tells them to do, which means if your mind says, come on, try to squeeze, they're going to squeeze. And they're going to create that force and that pressure. And that's going to help you to strengthen up your shoulder and to strengthen your elbow, to strengthen your wrist and your hands. If you've ever heard of like arthritis or tendinitis, bursitis and things like that, there's a lot of these sinuses and they all affect the joints. In doing things like this to where we're creating, again, tension, but without an object. And you can do it with anything. You can do it with your hand. You can do it with your wrist. You can do it with your bicep. You can do it with your armpits. You can imagine that tension. And again, that's going to help us to strengthen those joints, even though we're not actually having to even handle anything. You don't have to even have a stress ball. All right, now let's get into our ball of energy. We're going to do the side to side rotation and going across. We're going to do 10. And I want you to try to imagine that you're holding on to that ball. So I'm going to start off right here in the middle. I got my ball of energy right here. There you go, Carl. You got your ball of energy, Carl. There you go. Bring those hands together in that. And we can just kind of roll the ball of energy around right here. We got one hand rolling around this hand. If you imagine that there's a ball in your hands, your arms will just start to create this motion. They don't know there's not a ball there. Only your mind knows that. But your muscles will act as if there's a ball there and you're trying to hold on to it. And we don't want to drop it. Now let's start to squeeze it. Let's pass it over to one side. We're going to bring it over here. We're going to flip it over and we're squeezing it. I can feel this behind my belly button. I'm moving my arms and my hands, but yet my belly button all of a sudden just went swoop, just tightened right up. Like, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, we got another friend join. There we go. All right, so we're at 2 right here. We're coming across. Keep that squeeze. It feels like I'm doing a plank, everybody. Nick, does it feel like you're doing a plank? It feels like I'm tightening up my core so much that I'm doing a plank, but I'm actually just squeezing my imaginary ball of energy. There you go. Come on, Tyler. You got this. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring those hands together. Imagine you got like about a basketball-sized ball of energy, and you're holding on to it. You don't want to drop it. You can't take your hands away. And you can't go smaller and you can't go bigger. If you go bigger, the ball falls. You can't go smaller because you're holding a ball. But you got to keep that pressure on it. Here we go, everybody. We have 4 more to go. Going 4. We're not going fast. Yeah, Carl. Nice job, man. There you go, Carl. Moving those arms side to side. Nice. Scott and Lisa, you got it. I can see it. I can see the imagination. Nice job. Again, Carla, nice job. Excellent. Keep it going. We're going to rotate. We got 1 more this way, and then we're going to go 1 more that way, but don't drop your ball. Hold on to it. Here we go. Flipping it over, bringing it back into the middle, back into the middle. All right, let's go ahead and get it with 2 hands under. If we're able to, hold it with 2 hands. Let's lift it up over our head. We're going to just go up and down, Let's bring it over here to maybe the side of our body. Bring it over here to this side of our body. Keep holding it. So you're going to keep that tension. Let's go up and down again. So we're going to go up and down, over to the side. I'm holding it like I'm holding a ball. Let me show you if I was really holding something, what it would look like. There's not much difference. Look at that. There's not much difference. I'm going up and down. If I don't have that kettlebell, I don't need it. I can go right here. I can hold this. I can go side to side, holding this ball of energy. I'm going to go up and down. Let's go 2 more of these. So side to side, holding the ball of energy, engaging your core. To the other side, you're going to feel this behind your belly button. If you're doing it like I'm doing it, you got to squeeze. You got to hold that ball. Don't let it fall. Keep going. We're going up one more time. Here we go. One more. I'm not good at counting. You're probably like, that's it. Nope, we got one more. Here we go. Last one. Going up, going down. All right, let's hold it in our hands. Let's just bounce it and catch it. Bounce, catch, throw it. This isn't a bounce. A bounce would be what? Like this. Boom. And catch it. I can do that too. Can you do that? Can you throw it up and catch it? Bounce it down, catch it. Throw it up, catch it. Bounce it down, catch it. Throw it up, catch it. I threw it up so high on that last one. Throw it up. Now, can you feel that? Can you feel the difference of your mind when you throw it up, catch it? Throw it up super high or bounce it down super hard and see if your brain, now throw it up or bounce it down really, really close, a little tall or small throw. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop. So that's like, again, if I had my pen and I'm just throwing it up and down, throwing it up and down. But now if I throw it up high, I got to wait for it. I got to wait for it. You can do this. Let's go ahead and stop. You can do this with your imagination, but I'll tell you what, and I see a lot of you feel the same way. You're going to get your muscles to respond. They're going to say, yeah, I didn't know you didn't have a ball. So I decided I was going to try to help you in case there was a ball. And that's how your mind is actually going to be stronger than your muscles because your muscles don't know. And if your mind tells them to be afraid, they're going to be afraid. If your mind tells them to be ready and prepared, they're going to be ready and prepared. Your muscles don't know. All they're going to do is what your mind is getting them to do, which goes all the way back again to what Nick and is working on and what he did in the very beginning of this workout, where his mind was not going to let his muscles let him jump. And then we said, no, muscles. And I didn't say it. Nick said it. Because if he didn't believe it, it wouldn't have happened. So he had to have believed that he was okay to fly in the air to know. And who else is like, who is that? That's everybody who can fly, right? Peter Pan, Spider-Man can't fly. Superman, who else can fly? I don't know. Anybody. My dad, anybody who can fly. You have to believe that you can fly so that your body will let you do it. If you don't believe you can fly, you'll be stuck on the ground. And Nick, you're going to get over that hurdle. Literally, you're going to jump a hurdle. It's going to be awesome. Carla, are you ready? Carla has a hula hoop that's on fire. Not the kind of fire like my Jeep was this morning. My Jeep was actually on fire, but I'm talking about her hula hoop is ready to go. My mom's getting her hula hoop. She's got it. Everybody, if you need to have a sip of water before we get started, we can do that too. Oh, how lucky are we? I just realized this had not been a realization until this exact moment. Who else's power has been off until like 2 hours ago? This guy, they shut off our power. My power has been off. It came back on at 9:45. I didn't even think about how are we going to do the workout? I don't have any internet. I don't have a computer. We almost had a catastrophe and it has been averted. All right. Carla is coming up. Here we go with the unmute and spotlight. Again, I'm going imagination with this, everybody. I have a hula hoop.
Oh, yesterday, oh my God, yesterday was super windy over here where I live.
It was super
It was
windy.
like going like this, zoom, zoom.
Did they turn off your power?
No, they didn't turn off my power. It was like really bad. All the needles, pine needles on the ground.
Oh my gosh. It wasn't even that wind. It was windy here, but it
was windy where we live because we're next to the coast. We're close to the mountains, like right there, because we're close to the mountains. Yeah. That's why.
I live in the mountains too here, and that's why
it's shut our power. Super windy because I heard on the news that Rancho Bernardo, the schools would close because of all the fires.
Well, luckily we didn't have any fire. They
Thank
just turned
God.
the
I
power off.
know. It was the Santa wind.
Santa Ana, that's right. I'd rather have Santa Claus coming. Ana.
That's true, you do.
Right?
We're going to go see Santa Claus and open and see what we want for Christmas.
Nice.
Good.
Driving along, turning the wheel.
Open for the doors for the kids. Go see Santa
Come on,
Claus.
kids. Hop on in.
Go see the Santa Claus. What you want for Christmas? And then turn around, honk the horn, inside the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're gonna go ballerina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then typewriter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then plus the delivery. Spin around. It's gonna be a veggie one. Give you mushroom, zucchini, and a lot of stuff. And then we're gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. We're gonna do the what else, John?
Statue of Liberty. We could do the stepping through it. We
Oh yeah,
could
stepping
do,
through it. Do that.
Yeah, stepping through.
1, 2, 3,
There you go, Nick. Nice
4,
job.
5, and then Statue of Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
What about spinning it with pushing and pulling, but like over your head?
Over my head? Okay, I can
Like
do
going
that.
in a circle. Yeah, but what about like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now backwards. 1, 2, 3,
Mom, you gotta
4, 5,
Mom,
6,
push it.
7, 8, 9.
Push
go
it,
like this.
Mom. Yeah, you're
And
doing
then
it
go
right,
like this.
Carlos. My mom's doing the ballerina, but it's actually, I call this one the Ferris wheel.
Like when you get on it?
The Ferris wheel. So
Yeah, I know what you're
it's
talking
over
about.
the head, and then it's circling around over your head.
John, I have
Yeah.
something. Do you want to know
That's
Santa
good for
Wish?
your hands.
John, do you want to know Santa Wish in Spanish on Friday?
On Fitness Social?
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
you can remember your Spanish.
Absolutely.
And then
Anytime you join in, let's do
then next Saturday it's winter. It's gonna be winter, but I'm gonna do Silent Wish winter for next Friday.
Winter Silent. It's official winter.
Yeah, next Saturday, and I'll do Friday. I'll do winter Silent Wish.
I guess the only good thing about it officially being winter is that then we're that much closer to it being summer, which actually for us is pretty nice. So what I'm learning, everybody, is that where I live during the winter is actually like summer, and during the summer it's kind of hot. But it's really nice out here, and I can't wait for spring to see what happens out here in this magic little wonderland. And we don't know what it's like here during the springtime, but I can only imagine it is going to be pretty awesome. The quail are just so cute. Everybody, let's go ahead and have a sip of water. We're going to bring up Nick here, and he's going to take us. Nick, I'm going to let you bring it through through the end here. And you did the breathing monitor to kick things off. So if you want to do it again to close it out, you can go along with that as well. Great job to Scott and Lisa. They've been doing great. Carl, you've been doing a great job, man. Happy to have you here. Tyler, Evan, you too, my man. Valentina, Catherine, Brandy, Sarah. Thanks for being here. Wednesday workout. That's our bridge workout, everybody. I do every week probably about 10 to like 15 workouts. That would be a workout. But I like these workouts. They kind of help me, again, I feel like, to keep my week very active. And that's something you want to do. When you look back at this year, I know a lot of you on here are going to be able to see every week. And sometimes you take a break. That's okay. But for the most part, you did a lot of exercising, and that's fantastic. Nick's got a resistance bar to kick things off. He might be bringing out a Byron Classic here. Let's see what's going on. Medicine ball on Friday, right, Carl? You mean Friday? Yeah, there we go. Friday at 11. Right now is Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we could also do medicine ball. Nick's going, you're still muted? Unmuted? There you go. Let's try it again. I don't know. Oh, I got it. Friday Night Fitness Social, everybody. That's happening next Friday, or this Friday too, and next Friday. All right, Nick's starting us off with the baton. Nick, I'm gonna give you the big one here. He's going Byron right here. So here he goes, everybody. Nick's got the baton spin starting off. If you have a baton or a stick, you can spin it. If not, just do like the spin move with your hands. Like, yeah, there you go. And just kind of spin, however it feels like. You're like, yeah, that feels like a spin move. That's the one to go for. Nice job. Nick's got it spinning. Right hand, left hand getting involved. The spin's looking good. You can see you got to reach over the top of that one hand, rotate it through the wrist, through the elbow and the shoulder, and then you're going to kind of catch it with that other hand. So you're going to find one hand's going to maybe do a little bit more of the rotating. One hand's going to be doing some of the catching and stabilizing. Nick's going here. He looks like he reversed direction. He did. He switched up direction, everybody. So this is really good. This is, again, Nick giving a good challenge. Nick, this is some of your best baton spinning that I've seen. Keep it going, because the way you're working your hands, you got your arms up, your wrists are holding on. I mean, everybody, you're probably seeing what I'm seeing too, but look at this. There you go. That's like the toughest it's going to get. I don't even think that's going to happen again, because look at that. See, look at you, man. Like every time you spin around, your mind and your fingertips are talking, and they're talking about, what do we think about this? And so here we go. Nick's getting down low. Looks like he is going for the down low inchworm. He's got to keep it on the ground. He's got to apply that pressure in a downward force. So if you're doing this with Nick, you can do this with a lot of things. You can even walk your hands kind of down your legs, down to your knees. But again, Nick's pushing down, and this is the tricky part. You got to push down while you're coming up. And you're using that stick to stabilize your body. It's going to strengthen up your shoulders, again, your elbows, your wrists. It's also going to help, and like we've seen Nick, it's going to help us with working on that brain feeling like it's going to fall. And if you can get your brain to feel like it's not going to fall, it's going to let you do a lot of stuff. If your brain thinks you're going to fall over, it's not going to want you to do anything. Nick's going for a witch's pot, single arm witch's pot. So he's just got the left arm. He's going around and around. He's trying to keep the bottom of the stick. You can see it kind of in the same spot, and then circling around and around with that. And Nick's doing it with the arms. Remember, you can also do that with the legs, where you do a little bit of a squat when you go down, when you go out, and then you stand up when you bring it in. So it's a down and out, up and in. Nick right now is doing a kind of a core shoulder style witch's pot. This is probably more like a soup than like a chili or something thick, like lentils or something. This is probably more like a albondigas or something like that. There you go. Stirring the albondigas up. There it is. Nice. Carl, you like how Bondi goes? I love him. There you go. Nice job, Nick. Stirring it up. You got about three more, and then we'll breathe and motto it out. Nick's going for the low squat. This is the self-supported squat. Oh, but then he's taking it down to the ground for the deadlift. He's dropping all the way down. And then it looks like he's going to stand right back up. Wow, going all the way overhead, all the way behind his neck. Doing a high knee, This is a super combo here, everybody. He's doing squat. Then he's going with the ground touch. Then he's going up overhead with the overhead press behind the neck. And then he's doing high knee, high knee. No problem, Carlo. It's all good. All right, do another one, Nick. I say go for 3 more of these and then go ahead and do the breathe motto. This is a terrific exercise. This is what in the fitness world I would call a complex, as opposed to like a superset or a compound movement. A complex, you're doing, well, this could be one way of a complex. You're doing multiple exercises, kind of one after another. This could also be like a series of moves over the head, behind the neck, high knee, high knee. I think you're doing a great job, Nick. Let's go one more of these, and then I want you to think about, there you go, Carl. Nice job, bud. You're doing it. Go ahead, Nick. One more of the full complex. So go ahead and bring it down to the squat, down to the ground. Then you're going up over your head. Nice job. There you go. Behind the neck. Great job, everybody. High knee, high knee. And then that's it. Go ahead and let's, oh, you're going to go behind your back? Oh, he's going behind his back. He's going to maybe be doing a back stretch or maybe a twist. There you go. Nice job. Take about one. Oh, you can't. There you go. I was going to say, make sure you don't hit that wall. You don't want to hit it. There you go. That's good right there. I was going to say, step to the side. He's doing a back twist, everybody. Oh, and he's going for the back stretch. So back stretch with the back twist. So he's going right side, left side, and then bringing it down and up. Right side, left side, down and up. Nice job. Nice job, Nick. Again, stretching out his hamstrings, his glutes.
And going down home.
Bringing it on home. Nice job. Great job, Carl. Thank you. Standing next to Carl. All right, Nick. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. Let's stay hydrated. Remember, holiday season. We're thinking about the food we're eating. We're making sure it's not too much. If it's super tasty, that's okay. But remember, you don't want to overdo it with the calories at one time. And everybody, you got it. We'll be singing happy birthday to Carla. Oh, that's going to be in 2 weeks though. And 2 weeks on the 23rd. Sammy's in the house just in time for the breathing motto. Again, great job to Evan. Tyler, good job, man. Tyler got in on that ball of energy. That's good stuff, my man. Carl, great job. Scott and Lisa, of course, Carla taking us through the hula hoop moves. I thought that was great. Valentina, Catherine, Sarah, Marilyn, Nick, take it away. Let's bring it on home.
Yeah, the middle of the week. Friday will be the last day our water people we do for the weekend with strong and mother.
That's right. Nice job, Nick. Excellent job.
And bye, buddy, 2 and 1 and breathe in the dirt. Breathe out the bed. Breathe in the happy and breathe out the bed. Breathe in your bed and breathe out the wood and breathe in my bowel. Do that we might join the that door, but
nice job. Oh, that was awesome, Nick. Great job. Everybody who was here, great job. Even if you just got here for that breathing motto, that's something. That's worth it. You made it. You got here. You got those breaths in. And think about, again, the rest of this day, the rest of tomorrow, going into Friday. What can we do? Where are those activities? What's happening where we can get involved? And we want to find those opportunities and seize the day. Here we go, Nick, counting it on down in.
did you die on Friday at even and then at the bye, buddy, 2 and 1. Thank you, Dave. Finally, you
Great day.